Easter, everybody. Remember that the Easter season is 50 days long, and we have this opportunity to just keep celebrating Jesus rising from the dead and rising in our life and giving us the beauty of heaven to look forward to at the end of this life, okay? So anyway, let's move on to the gospel reading, which is going to come from the book of John, the Gospel of John, chapter 20. I'm using this awesome Bible that people have asked me about before. This is the Catholic Children's Bible. It's available on Amazon if you want to look it up. I don't get any money from that. I'm not promoting it, but I'm just saying it's a beautiful Bible, and it has illustrations inside it, so you can see some pictures there. So I recommend getting a Bible for every single child in the family to have their own way to look through the Bible, to learn about Jesus. And we are going to read from John 20 right now. John chapter 20, verses 24 to 29. One of the 12 disciples, Thomas, called the twin, was not with them when Jesus came. So the other disciples told him, "We have seen the Lord." Thomas said to them, "Unless I see the scars of the nails in his hands and put my finger on those scars and my hand in his side, I will not believe." A week later, the disciples were together again indoors, and Thomas was with them. The doors were locked, but Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." Then he said to Thomas, "Put your finger here and look at my hands. Then reach out your hand and put it in my side. Stop your doubting and believe." Thomas answered him, "My Lord and my God." Jesus said to him, "Do you believe because you see me? How happy are those who believe without seeing me." I love the message at the end of that gospel reading, because we haven't seen Jesus in person, right? We haven't been able to touch the scars on his hands or on his side. He gave us a wonderful message. He said, "How happy are those who believe without seeing me." So if you and I are believers in Christ without having seen him in the flesh, and we love him and we follow him, we should be happy because we have a special place in his heart. So now, during the Easter season, let's grow that faith. And let's also get to know the beautiful things that are around us in our church, okay? One of the things that we're going to talk about today is called the Paschal Candle. And that's a beautiful, big, tall candle that you will usually see by the baptismal font, okay? And it's lit on Easter Sunday, actually at the Easter Vigil. And it looks a little bit like this. This is the one that my family made, and we used a kit. And you can find that kit on a wonderful Catholic family website called holyheroes.com. And they have the whole Paschal Candle kit, and it's beautiful. So we put this thing together, and there's a really tall one in every parish. Now we're going to take a moment to draw the Paschal Candle. Now I encourage you to stop the video because I'm going to go a little fast. But whenever I get to a point where you need to catch up, just pause the video and then keep playing it so that you can get your drawing to work out your way. I recommend that you use a pencil, because when you use a pencil, you're able to erase. I'm using a Sharpie to be able to show you really boldly on the screen how to make a Paschal Candle. If there are any younger viewers right now who are not able to draw this, I have sent a coloring page that I made out of this drawing. I've sent it to your teachers, so you can ask them for a copy of that coloring page and just color it in. You can also share that coloring page with friends and family. So here we go. First thing you want to do is make sure you have the top of the candle near the top of the page. So we're going to make a little wick. Step one. Then we're going to make the flame come out of the wick. And it looks like a teardrop shape. And remember that flames are never perfect. They move around depending on the air. Excuse me. And then we're going to go from behind the flame and we're going to make the top of the candle. We want to make sure that we measure it and curve it down about the same distance. And then we're going to close it up like that. Next, we're going to go down from the sides of the candle. Make it a really tall candle if we can, because they're usually very tall. And do the same thing on the other side. Now to make the bottom look good, I am going to match the line that I did up here, the line on the bottom, okay? So I'm gonna go like this and make it a curvy line so it looks like it's standing on a table. And so the candle is white because it is pure, and it's usually made of pure beeswax because Jesus's body, his humanity was sinless and pure, beautiful. So keep the candle white. Then the flame is his divinity, his soul, the fact that he is God and he is the light of the world. That's why it's lit. Now we're going to make the cross that he died on, and I'm gonna make it a perfect little, not a long one, but equal side little cross, okay? And on this cross, we have 5 nails, okay? If you make a Paschal candle, usually we stick cloves or nails through these holes, but since we're doing this on paper, we're gonna draw little circles on it and fill it in as if they are little nails. So the 5 wounds of Jesus, you can already think about the things that hurt Jesus on the cross. I know there's a lot to think about, but these are the 5 ones that we really focus on. So the crown of thorns. So on the head, you're gonna make a little nail. 1 nail on each hand, so left and right. And the one on his feet. So we're gonna put the nail there. And the one in the middle, people tend to forget, but it's really important. It's when he was pierced on his side. So it's in the middle of the body, okay? Now, on the Paschal candle, there's a very important letter on the top, and that's an A. A is the first letter of our alphabet. And in the Greek alphabet, it's called alpha. So we're going to make an A up here. I'm gonna make it a fancy looking A, a little curvy line, like that. And I'm gonna go up, and I'm gonna go down like that, and make an A. However, you can always just draw a regular A. And under the A, or under the cross, I'm gonna do an omega sign. It's as if I was writing a Z in the English language, in the English alphabet, because omega is the last letter of the Greek alphabet. So I am going to make a balloon shape, okay? Or a horseshoe, I guess. And then I'm gonna go out on each side as if it's on a flat ground. And then I'm gonna just raise a little stick on each side, okay? And that will make an omega. After that, we're gonna add the year. But I would just wanna tell you for a minute that Jesus himself, he said that he was the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the last. And that's why we have the Alpha and the Omega sign on the Paschal candle. But Jesus is with us here today, right now, okay? So we put the year on the Paschal candle. So this is the year 2020 that I'm recording this video. So 2020 on the actual Paschal candle, because Jesus was there in the beginning before time, okay? And it will be here forever and ever, right? And he's with us right now, okay? So it's a beautiful symbol of Jesus, how he's always with us, okay? Now, basically the Paschal candle is done, but I like to add some jewels on the bottom. There are many different Paschal candles with different designs, and they might be crushed olives or olive branches, basically because Jesus was crushed for our sins. Sometimes there are jewels, so another design. So I'm gonna make jewels, and that's pretty easy. I'm gonna do a diamond shape, okay? A little diamond shape. Show you a little better there. Followed by a square, and another diamond, and a square. Again, diamond, square, diamond, square, diamond. So we have some jewels to show his royalty. That's what I like to throw in, okay? So there you have a Paschal candle drawing. I would color it in. I would color in the flame. How about I do that with you a little bit? Take a yellow marker, and you can take an orange marker if you'd like, and you can just color in the flame. Okay. You can also get another color for the year if you'd like. And sometimes it's red. I'm just gonna highlight it a little bit in this Sharpie color. Okay. Make it look however you'd like. Now I'm gonna give you 3 different ways that you can make your own Paschal candle at home, and you can light it throughout the year on Sundays, especially during Easter, because it's a really beautiful thing to have, okay? Now I'm gonna start with the most expensive one, I guess, even though it's less than $20, I believe, online. If you wanna make this with the materials already being sent to your house as is, then go ahead and get this one. What's fun about this one on holyheroes.com is that it comes in beeswax sheets. So you actually put the wick inside, you roll it up, and there's like 4 layers of it. So I did this with my kids. I did the first one with the wick inside, and then I had my 3 older kids do a layer each one, with the youngest doing the one on the outside. So my 7-year-old did the outside layer of it. Then I had it just, standing as a regular candle. These are like little tattoos that you, think of a tattoo that you use water to put on your skin. And they work really well on the actual candle. And you just use a blow dryer, by the way, to make sure that you form the wax really well. So just all you need is a blow dryer, other than the supplies that they send you. After we did the tattoos with the jewels and the alpha, omega, and the year and everything, we put this gold yarn, basically, or string that they have sent us, and you put that, you just wrap it around and you cut the ends of it. And these are little tacks with jewels, and they send all of this to you, and you put them inside the candle, okay? And basically symbolizing the 5 wounds of Christ that we just talked about. So this is the kit from holyheroes.com. I just really like that website. It's family owned. Now you don't have to spend money on a kit. This is what I did with just, let's see, $3 and some Sharpies. Very, very cheap. I got this candle, the actual candle, I'll show you the back, okay, from the Dollar Tree. And I just bought this the other day, so I know it's available at many, many Dollar Trees around the United States, especially here in our area. And it's $1, so you buy the candle. You take a Sharpie, like the one that I used during the video to make the drawing itself, right? And you write in the alpha, the omega, you do the cross. You're not gonna be able to put nails through this one, so you gotta draw them again. I took a different colored Sharpie and I put the year on it. So I actually just drew this myself, right? And I get asked about this. This is washi tape from the Dollar Tree itself. So let me give you a close-up right there, okay? So I just wrap the tape all the way around. You might need a little bit of glue to hold it in place if it starts slipping a bit, but that's it, okay? That is washi tape on the top and on the bottom. And you can light this thing. It's safer for the household than just a pillar candle. But this was very cheap to make, very easy to make. One trip to the Dollar Tree and a couple of Sharpies. And my third and final way that you can make a Paschal candle for your house is just to take a pillar candle. I couldn't find a really tall one right now, but this is a shorter one. You can use a shorter one. And just make sure that you have a plate to put it on, so when you light it, the wax falls somewhere, okay? You will need rubbing alcohol. You need to rub the coating that's on the outside of many of these candles so that you're able to write on them. And you might have to write a little more on it because you want a bold letter, and that can kind of get tricky. So you write the alpha and the omega, the cross, the year with the different Sharpies. You can make it more colorful. I just made a very simple one this time. But what I like about this kind of candle is that you can take small nails. These are tiny little nails. Look how small that is, okay? And you can actually have the kids put the nails in where they're supposed to go. So I put one in already. You can see that nail right there. Maybe my camera will focus on it. Okay. And you can put one on top and on the bottom for the crown of thorns, for the the hands, one on the left and one on the right. And I'm gonna just do it as I go. If it gives you a hard time, then one of the things you can do to make it better is heat up with the blow dryer, heat up the nails on the bottom so that it will go through a little easier. So I'm sticking the one on the right hand right now. And I'm gonna do the one on the feet to give you the final product. Okay. And that is a Paschal candle that you can easily light and make at home. You can put the nails in a little more, but I like to leave them out a little bit. If it's safe around your house, then you can go ahead and use this one. I hope that my family is not the only family who has this beautiful tradition. It's so symbolic, it's so gorgeous, and this is basically going to represent Jesus, the light of the world, his divinity and his humanity. And every time we light it, we can remember that God is with us. God bless you. Bye.